Hello Pokemon trainers, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet video here on iStarly TV. So the DLC is live now. You can now play the Teal Mask DLC in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And of course there are a lot of new features, a lot of new Pokemon, a lot of exciting stuff that I'm going to be covering and that I'm super excited for. But in the first video, this is the first video I'm recording, I'm not sure if it's the first video I'll post, but one of my favorite Pokemon ever is Applin and all of its evolutions. And of course Applin gets a new evolution in the Teal Mask DLC called Dipplin. And so I'm going to show you how to get Dipplin in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And I have two Applins here that I'm going to evolve into Dipplin. I have a regular one that you just saw, and I have a beautiful shiny one that I just hunted. I think literally yesterday I hunted for it in the forest, in the Tag Tree Forest, whatever it's called. So anyway, so basically in order to evolve your Applin into Dipplin, similar to how you evolve it into Flapple or Appleton, you need an item. This item is a new item called the Syrupy Apple, and you can find it over here. This is Kitakami, the DLC area, so I guess minor spoilers for the map, I guess you could say, but I'm not gonna hover over any story moments. By the way, it's night here. I wish it was day, but kind of where I'm at in the story for the DLC, I guess it has to be night, so unfortunately, you know, I would prefer that it was day. But anyways, so in order to get the item to evolve your Applin into Dipplin, basically you just come as far southeast as possible on the map, and it's called the Mossfell Confluence. So from the starting area, which is right here, you just go southeast. It's really not that far from where you start, and once you get to this area, you will unlock the ability to fly to it. And then once you're here, you'll have to kind of go a little bit inward. Like you have to, like once you kind of cross the water, you'll notice that you'll have to kind of come a little ways, and until you get to this area over here, like this little orchard, this little mini orchard, and you'll notice that there's like a little shelter storage facility, I don't know, and it says delicious syrupy apples for sale at $500 each. So of course, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a couple of these. No one's here to... Yeah, it says it looks like a shop without a shopkeeper. I'm guessing that's the cultural kind of thing here is, you know, it's kind of the honor system, like you buy the stuff without, like, I don't know, like there's no one there to to take your money, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, it's early, right? You can see a few of the new, or a few of the returning Pokemon, which is pretty cool. But let's go ahead and move over here so we have a little bit more space. Actually, I think it's a little more stylish, a little more flavorful, no pun intended, to evolve our Applin in the actual apple orchard. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead. There's actually a more robust apple orchard in the game, not far from where you start, and it's called like Apple Hills or something like that, which with a lot of apple trees and a lot of Applins on the ground, so that's really cool. But I believe this is the place where you get the item. You might be able to find the item. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure. You might be able to find the Syrupy Apple maybe in that area, in the Apple Hills, but for sure you can buy the apple over here. So as you can see, both of my Applins are able to evolve, and I'm just going to use it on the shiny one first, because shiny Dipplin, I guess spoilers for shiny Dipplin if you haven't seen it yet, it looks really cool. So of course we saw Dipplin in one of the earlier trailers, and it looks like, you know, Applin, but yeah, this is the shiny form. It's so cool. It's basically golden, kind of like an actual caramel apple, which is basically what Dipplin is based off of. So candy apple Pokemon. Dipplin is two creatures in one Pokemon. Its evolution was triggered by a special apple grown only in one place, and we found that place. So here's Dipplin. Like I said, this is probably going to become my favorite Pokemon from the DLC, because Applin and its evolutions are already just some of my favorite Pokemon of all time, which is pretty funny. I have a thing for, so now we're evolving the regular one. I have a thing for dragon-type Pokemon that look like food, because Tatsugiri is another one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. But here is the regular Dipplin, so, you know, if you don't have a shiny, this is what yours will look like. But I think both of them are awesome. I think both of them look amazing. So let's go ahead and show off our little guys here. Look at him. That's so cool. I love that. And I do believe they have a unique move. I forgot what it's called. Let's actually take a look, see if we can remember it, because obviously Applin itself does not learn very many moves. So let's try to remember a move. I don't see it. So it probably learns it at a different level, but you will also see that it has a unique ability, a new ability called Super Sweet Syrup, A sickly sweet scent, God, they did this on purpose. A sickly sweet scent spreads across the field the first time the Pokemon enters battle, lowering the evasiveness of opposing Pokemon. That's actually really strong. So basically when you send it into battle, it lowers their evasiveness, which basically means their ability to dodge attacks is lowered. So I think I'm assuming what that's kind of doing is effectively boosting your accuracy. So if you have moves that are slightly inaccurate with your Dipplin, you can use those a little bit more effectively against Pokemon because of its ability. Look how cute. He's really happy. I think he's happy to be here in this little orchard area. These are not apples. Maybe he's happy to eat whatever these are, carrots and whatever else. And maybe if he were over here, he'd be a little less happy because he doesn't want to eat his own brethren. But I mean, I guess technically Applin, you know, it's a little dragon creature and it goes in the apples, right? So it's not an actual apple itself. But anyways, cool Pokemon. Love it. Absolutely love it. I'm going to bring it over here so there's a little more space now. But that's how you get Dipplin in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet in the DLC. Of course, the only way to get it is if you have the DLC. Well, the only way to get this item is via DLC. I wouldn't be surprised if you could trade this item with someone who has the DLC even if you don't own the DLC. And since the games have updated, I believe you can access any of the Pokemon in the games, regardless of whether you have the DLC or not. So basically you should be able to get Dipplin in Scarlet and Violet by trading with someone or by using the Pokemon Home like GTS, even if you do not own the DLC. So that's a possibility. However, of course, if you have the DLC, you can just get it yourself and it's really easy to get. So awesome stuff here. There is Dipplin. I'll just go ahead and, even though the golden caramel apple one is amazing, I'm just gonna go ahead and show off my other one as well. And I got them with cool marks because I care about that stuff. And I caught this one in a sport ball in Pokemon Sword because I care about that stuff. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe for more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet videos. And also let me know in the comments what you think about the DLC so far. What's your favorite part of it? What's your favorite new Pokemon? And which Dipplin form do you prefer? I mean, obviously people are going to say the shiny because it's shiny. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you next time.